Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy JY, and breaking news: tournament policy has changed. There's been some updates. I can see everybody reacting to it online, so I thought let me just hop on and have a quick read and see what's going on and give you like my live reaction and my thoughts. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so while it might be surprising to see another update so soon after the previous one, we have a major update to end of match procedures. It's always a polarizing topic, which also impacts the number of rounds and round times. You will absolutely need to know this information before heading into your next event. Okay, cool. I'm just going to get straight into the important parts. So I'm just going to skip through this, just some blurb. Okay. So, section 3, tournament information. This section explains tournament tiers, formats, rounds, and tournament reporting. Changes to this section include subsection C, time limits. Okay, what changed? Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Swiss rounds have been extended to 50 minutes from 45 for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 events, such as local tournaments, regional qualifiers, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series or World Championship qualifiers. So, okay. So we're gonna have 50 minutes per round instead of 45. Should be ample time for some, hey, or at least ample time for most of us. But for some, it might not still be enough. So that's great to see. That's great to see. 50 minutes is a good amount of time. Even 45, I was pretty happy with 45 minutes on the round. That really felt like a good change. It's so crazy to think that a couple of years ago we only had 40 minutes per round. But I guess, you know, back in the day, you got to complete the last game. You actually get 5 additional turns, which is more than enough to complete a match. But yeah, it's I don't think that's a bad thing. 50 minutes should be more than enough time to complete, you know, three games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or complete a match. Round times may be adjusted for Tier 4 events, the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG World Championships. Any such changes will be announced before the start of events. What does this mean? You will now have additional 5 minutes per round at the relevant tournament tiers. Okay, cool. Subsection G, number of rounds general. What changed? There is a new subsection to accommodate the difference in the number of rounds required for specific tournament tiers. Okay. All right, subsection H, number of rounds, Tier 1 and Tier 2 events. What changed? This is a new subsection. The maximum top cut for any tournament participants, the maximum top cut for any number of tournament participants is 8, top 8. Wow, okay, what does this mean? Regardless of how many duelists enter a Tier 1 or 2 tournament, the top cut playoff will cap at 8 duelists. Wow, okay, so that means like YCS is only going to have top 8 cut. That's going to be pretty insane. Damn, YCS has just got a lot harder. No more top 32s, no more top 64s, straight to top 8. Okay, things just got real. Things got real. Like things has got a lot harder. No more sneaking in at like 64th place or 63rd place or 32nd, 31st place. Damn. All right. Subsection 1, number of rounds, Tier 3 and Tier 4 events. What changed? There is a chart. Okay, top cut rounds no longer have a time limit. That's pretty cool. Okay, 2 additional Swiss rounds have been added. Total number of Swiss rounds dependent upon the number of duelists enrolled at the start of the tournament. Okay, so it means most events are going to be a bit like the what was the event called when they win the belt? Trying to remember the name of like what the UDS, there it is, UDS championships, where it was like heavy rounds of Swiss straight to like a top 8 cut. So events are going to be pretty tough. Like, I mean, they already are tough, but they're going to be even tougher. But it'll be cool to see how this kind of plays out. Okay, regardless of how many duelists enter a Tier 3, such as YCS or WCQ or Tier 4 tournament, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship, the top cut playoff will cap at 8 duelists. Duelists in playoff rounds will not have a set time limit for the round to end. During these rounds, duelists will still be expected to play at a proper pace. Slow play penalties will be enforced. We are balancing out this change to top cut by adding 2 additional Swiss rounds at Tier 3 tournaments such as YCS and WCQ. Even if you lose early in the Swiss rounds, you will have additional rounds to recover, which gives you a chance to win additional prizing or even make top 8. Prizing distribution for top finishers remains the same even if you finish outside of the top 8. Prizes will continue to be awarded to duelists depending on their final standing in the tournament, just as before. Okay, cool. It's going to be interesting. For me, when it comes to these kind of rule changes, I know that they do it for a reason. Like, you know, everyone's going to have like kind of polarizing thoughts. Some people are going to hate it. I see people saying, oh, the game is dead, da 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 da. I don't think that's going to be the case. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And yeah, it's going to be like, I think my first YCS will be YCS Lille end of this month, and I'm assuming that will be under the new rules. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that kind of plays out. Okay, subsection, the intentional draws, what has changed? This subsection has been removed. What does that mean? With the new end of match procedure, matches can no longer end in a draw, intentional or otherwise. Yeah, so I'm assuming this relates to the next part, which was about the end of match procedure, which is in addition to the game loss applied to the next round for the duelist responsible for submitting a match result within 5 minutes at the end of the round, both duelists will receive a match loss for the current round. Okay, so people have to make sure they report their matches. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this is fair. I mean, mistakes can happen, but you have to be pretty locked in. You need to make sure you're reporting your rounds. So I think they're just making sure that tournaments run as smoothly as they need to run. End of match procedures. Now, what changed? We have an entirely new end of match procedure. Swiss rounds and single elimination will use the same end of match procedure. If a match does not end with a winner, both duelists will receive a loss for the round. Okay, the final match of a single elimination tournament will no longer be timed. Okay, so the finals, some tournaments will have additional rounds of single elimination that will be untimed, but that will be posted in the specific events FAQs. Okay, what does this mean? When the time ends in the round, the match is over. Neither duelist may begin or continue any action that may take place in the game. If the match is not finished, then it would end in a double loss. A match is considered finished when one of the duelists has either won 2 duels or lost 2 duels. If the duelist has completed 3 duels without the match finishing and there is time remaining in the rounds, if duels have ended in a draw, the duelist will go into a 4th duel. In order to win a match, a duelist must win 2 games prior to the round time expiring. If neither duelist has won 2 games, the match ends as a double loss. It has been several years since the last end of match procedure change, so make sure you're prepared for your next tournament. Tournament policy is often overlooked as duelists focus on card text and rulings, but it's every bit as important as part of tournament preparedness. Okay, live by the sword, die by the sword. I think there's no way to draw, right? I think that's a great thing. You either win or you lose. Live by the sword, die by the sword. So at least it incentivizes people to complete the games. So someone has to win too, otherwise both people will lose. So yeah, I think there's no winning by time. There's no like winning if you have higher life points. It's just you win or you lose. Both players are incentivized to complete the match within the 45 or within the 50 allotted minutes. So there's at least 15 minutes for each duel and an extra 5-minute buffer. So yeah, I think this is gonna, at least from my perspective, I'm quite optimistic. It's gonna like incentivize people to complete their games and to just continue advancing the game state, and also just to scoop quicker. Like if you're in a compromising situation in the game and it's unlikely for you to win, you got to review, scoop, go to the next game and play. But yeah, like that is pretty much the changes. So there's no more draws. There's tournaments are going to go to top 8. They're going to be YCSs are going to be very rigorous, grindy. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm looking to get back into the game this season, so you're going to see me at a lot more tournaments. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys in the top cut sometime soon. Like and subscribe. I am going to be making more content. I did go to Paris last weekend to spectate the World Championships. So I have a little vlog I put together with just some clips I took throughout the weekend. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, just a lot more different types of content coming soon. And yeah, it's good to be back. And yeah, peace.